This is Charlie Parsons for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. Chris Eubank, hello sir. Happy birthday for yesterday.
Thank you. 36 years old, feeling great.
At what point, right, this is a bit of a cheeky one, but my pal picked me up from the train station the other day and her brother was in the car. I'm 22, I got called Unk.
You're 22.
So if I'm Unk at 22, okay, where does that sit at 36? Respectfully.
Well, no, I'm an uncle too. Yeah, it's a hell of a thing. I remember being in my 20s and thinking, man, what's it going to be like when I hit 30? I wonder if I'll still be fighting. I wonder if I'll still be strong, and I wonder if I'll still want to fight. And, you know, it never, the passion never subsided. The hunger never disappeared. I still love fighting. I still love being in front of a crowd. I still love training. Some guys lose that hunger. Either it gets beaten out of them or they make enough money to where it's like, well, you know what? Do I need to keep doing this? Do I need to keep putting myself through this? I am at that stage now where I don't need to keep boxing, but I love it. So I'm going to do it for as long as I can.
Let's reflect a little bit on yesterday, the first time you've shared a birthday with your father for 6 years, was it?
Yep.
Nice for you to be here in the UK and be able to do that?
Nice is
an understatement.
An understatement for sure. It was, it meant a lot. You know, we have been through a lot, me and my old man. So to finally kind of start to come through that and arrive on the other side of all that darkness, and now there's light, and now there's conversations that can be had, and understanding, and, you know, agreements on certain things, and forgiveness. It's a beautiful thing. It's the thing. It's something that so many people in the world dream of, because a lot of people go through it. You know, they have fallouts with their family members. They have disagreements, they have issues, and unfortunately some people never kind of overcome it, or something happens and they never get a chance to overcome it. And that was always my worry. I don't want to wait until it's too late. So it was a blessing that my old man showed up when he did that night in the first fight against Conor Benn. He showed that he did want to support his son. He did want to start rebuilding. That was the beginning of the rebuilding process. And yeah, we're going steadily strong as the weeks and months go by.
Good to hear. Wednesday, was that your first time at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium since the fight?
Yes, it was.
What went through your mind? Conor told me it was when he was approaching, he kind of felt almost a little bit like it was fight night again with all the emotion and everything. Did you share similar?
No. I'm not an emotional man, so I don't know. Maybe I should have, but walking back into that environment, it was like, okay, yeah, we're back. This is cool, but I don't know. I didn't get that feeling. I'm sure it'll be different on fight night, but, you know, 8 weeks out, I don't get those butterflies. I don't get that feeling, really. I have to know it's about to happen. I have to see the crowd. I have to hear the cheers or the boos. I have to, you know, that's what gets me, that's what gets my emotions and my blood pumping. These press conferences, you know, they're just a part of the game. But, you know, my emotions stay out of it. I'm there to be cold and calculated and calm and precise with the things I'm saying, not emotional.
I love a Chris Eubank press conference myself. Wednesday was another one to remember. Instantly afterwards, it came out. It seems like Eddie Hearn will sue you off the back of of comments that were made.
Oh no, not another suing, not another fine.
Your legal team not fed up of you, Chris?
My legal team love me. because
You're giving them a load of
they're
work.
getting paid every time this shit happens. In all seriousness, I am going to be the one that is suing them for negligence, for incompetence. I was in the back of that ambulance for 20 minutes, blocked in, unable to leave, unable to get through the gates that they were refusing to open. That is unacceptable. That is, it's egregious, it's disgusting. Someone has to pay for that. Someone has to answer for that. And Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, the British Boxing Board of Control, they are the people controlling the night. They are in charge. So if anyone's incompetence underneath them was the effect of me having to be in that ambulance for an extra 20 minutes, it still falls upon them. It's still their responsibility. They should be controlling everything when it comes to that. It's their job. They didn't do their job, and so someone's going to pay.
Have you had any correspondence or communication from the British Boxing Board of Control since Wednesday?
I don't know about the board. I know that we've received legal letters from Hearn. I mean, what a wet bag, you know. He goes on like he's the cool guy.
You said your mask was slipping.
He goes on like he's a man of the people, and then he's here trying to sue because someone said something he didn't like in a press conference. I mean, what a wet bag. You guys are now seeing him for what he really is. When things don't go his way, now he's trying to get lawyers involved because he got embarrassed and exposed in a press conference. That's the type of people you're dealing with, you know. The guy's never had to work a hard day in his life. So when people don't bend to him because he's got all the money and all the power and all the say, he doesn't know what to do. All right, so I'm going to sue him. Yeah, people know who he is. They know what he is. I have no reason to lie. I won the fight. I don't need to be here. I don't need to make excuses. He talks about playing the victim. What? I won the fight. I'm not the victim. I'm the victor. I was victorious. So I have no reason to lie about anything. I'm telling my truth. I'm exposing what these people want to keep hidden in the dark. And I will continue to do so.
We've just had the face-off there. I see a world, and I can't believe I'm saying this, because back in April time, I thought there was genuine, I don't want to say hatred, but clear dislike between the two of you. I see a world in 5-10 years' time where I see you guys going for a bit of food together.
Well, I don't see it, but, you know.
Fair enough. I mean, you're the better judgment than I am.
You know, I guess anything can happen in life. You never know. I'm sure my old man and Nigel Benn didn't see a future where they ended up going on tours. You know, it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe when you fought a man for 12 rounds.
Bit of respect.
There is respect. There has to be. So, yes, I'm still going to tell him about himself. Yes, I'm still going to poke and prod. But the fact is, we created something special. We're going to try and create something even more special November 15th. So, you know, yes, the animosity is still there, but it's not like it was before, where it was like, I've been waiting for 3 years to fight this guy, and yeah, I just want to get my hands on him. I've got my hands on him now. I've beaten him. So now it's kind of like, all right, well, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it even better. Let's see what happens, you know? It's a different energy.
Do you see yourself knocking him out this time round?
I think so. That's the goal. That's going to be the game plan. I don't want to have another 12-round fight. So if I can get him out of there, I'm going to.
Just quickly, Bud Crawford, what a magnificent win, up at £168. still the footwork and everything, the way he was able to sort of throw combinations in the pocket the way he did. I assume your decision to bring Beaumac in would have come before the fight had played out, but obviously just quickly on Terence and then adding Beaumac into your camp.
And not one mention of how he's having to jump up weight divisions, which is all you ever hear from Conor Benn and Eddie Hearn. And the truth is, Conor hasn't fought at welterweight for 3 or 4 years, so he's not jumping up 2 weight divisions. He's not jumping up 1 weight division. He's fought at middleweight his last fight. So what Crawford did was incredible. He fought one of the pound for pounds who had been up at light heavyweight. There was no rehydration clauses. There was no weight stipulations. He went in there, he was confident, he believed in himself, and he got the job done. Full credit to Crawford and his team. And now his team are my team. Beaumac, we have a great history together. We're 1-0 in rematches. He helped me in my preparations for the Liam Smith 2 fight. And he will help me to do what I need to do in this rematch on November 15th. Lastly,
your life is very different to mine. After this, I'll pop to the pub and I'll have a Guinness to celebrate a successful day. Has there ever been a world where Chris Eubank Jr. pops down his local and has a pint of Guinness?
I'm not a drinker, you know. I'll have a little flutter, I'll have a little gamble every once in a while, but I'm not a drinking guy. That's not my vice. Drinking, drugs, that type of thing, it doesn't agree with me. I have a pure system. I have a pure body. So anything I put into it that isn't good for it, it rejects. I remember drinking as a kid, 16 years old. Doing the vodka shots, thinking I'm cool before I go out on a night out, and I just ended up being sick everywhere. It was some of the worst experiences of my life, and I'm glad they happened because it kept that in my mind. That's all I think about when I smell vodka now. So it was so easy for me to just not drink for the rest of my life. I'm not a pub guy, What do you do in a pub? You sit around.
I think you're the example of like an old school British boozer. Sort of sit down with I don't know, man.
Listen, I'll sit down and have a chat, but in a pub you've got smoking.
Not anymore. Not inside.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Not in my lifetime, anyway.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. In my head, when I think of a pub, it's like smoke and beers and people shouting and watching football. I'm not a huge football guy. I don't follow football like that. I'll watch it every once in a while, but I'm not like a massive fan, so I don't really want to hear about the upcoming match. And I don't know. It's just not my environment. I'd rather be on a beach in Dubai, to be honest. Not to sound fancy, but
that's a nice life as well.
Yeah, well, different strokes for different folks. If I'm going to be out with my mates, we're gonna be having a nice dinner. We might go to a little club. We might have go to an event. But I'm active. I don't want to sit down and talk bollocks. I want to be out and about. I want to be doing something. So I've never really been a pub guy. Will that change as I get older? When I get less active, when I get more relaxed in how I want to live my life, who knows? But for right now, I need the excitement. I need the blood pumping. I don't feel like that's the environment you get in a pub.
Well, my body is not a vice, as you can tell. Chris, I think you're an absolute legend every time I interview you. Very good with your time. I want to say that on record, so thank you very much.
Good man.
Appreciate you. Cheers, mate.